Hi, in this video, we are going to look at how we go about simplifying basic single fractions. The aim here is to change the fraction into its simplest form. To do this, we can take out common factors in the numerator and the denominator and then cancel. Let's look at an example. Simplify the following: 3x over 6. Now 3 and 6 are both divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3 leaves us with 1, and 6 divided by 3 leaves us with 2. So our fraction becomes 1x, which is simply x, over 2. Let's look at another one. 5x over x. Here we have an x in the numerator and an x in the denominator, so these cancel out. Now we're left with 5 over 1, which is simply 5. Remember that when working with fractions, we are actually dividing the numerator by the denominator. When we worked with the rules of exponents, we learned that if the bases are the same, we can subtract exponents. So, for example, if we have y squared over y to the power of 5, the bases are both y. So we can say y to the power of 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5 gives us negative 3. So we get y to the power of negative 3. But remember, we want our exponents to be positive. So in this case, we move the y to the denominator of the fraction, and we get 1 over y cubed. Let's look at another example. Simplify the following: 7a squared b squared over 35ab cubed. Let's break this fraction up a little bit. We have 7 over 35. We have a squared divided by a. Remember, a actually has an exponent of 1, so this becomes 2 minus 1. And then we have b squared divided by b cubed. So we say 2 minus 3. And now we can simplify. 7 and 35 are both divisible by 7. 7 divided by 7 leaves us with 1. 35 divided by 7 leaves us with 5. Let's write this over here. 1 over 5. Now we have a to the power of 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So we have a to the power of 1, which is simply a. Finally, we have b to the power of 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. So we have b to the power of negative 1. Now we can put our variables over here back into the fraction. So a has an exponent of positive 1. It goes into the numerator of the fraction, and we get 1a, which is simply a. In the denominator, we have 5. And then we have b to the power of negative 1. So we're going to put this into the denominator as well, which just becomes b to the power of 1, which is simply b. Let's do one more example. Simplify the following: 9x squared y cubed over 12x cubed y squared. Once again, let's break this fraction up. We have 9 over 12. We have x squared divided by x cubed. So let's say minus 3. Then we have y cubed divided by y squared. So we say 3 minus 2. 9 and 12 are both divisible by 3. 9 divided by 3 leaves us with 3. And 12 divided by 3 leaves us with 4. So down here, I'm going to say 3 over 4. Now we have x to the power of 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. So we have x to the power of negative 1. Y to the power of 3 minus 2, which gives us y to the power of 1. Now let's tidy this up. Our fraction has 3 in the numerator and 4 in the denominator. X has an exponent of negative 1, so we're going to put it in the denominator over here. X to the power of positive 1, which is simply x. And then we have y to the power of 1, which is in the numerator up here. And we have now completed this question. Please look at more examples like this in our upcoming videos.